Hello everyone and welcome back to Sankaku Ren'ai. And today we're going to start the last route of this VN, which is Cara's route. And if it is as short as Akane's route, we're probably gonna finish it in one video. But anyway, let's do the multiple choice segments first, shall we? Sure! Go with a girl you have recently been interested in. We should just call it a day. Go along with the others. Ask Nanaru if she wants to play. Tell on them to the manager for brownie points. What was her name again? I will just call her Senpai. I wonder, do people prefer Oni-chan over Ni-san? Mahu is probably my best bet. And here's already the last multiple choice segment. And here we are going to choose. You actually look pretty dang cute too, Cara. Cara gives me a blank look of shock. Well, like, your cosplay looks cute too. I repeat myself. Her face goes so red I can see steam rising from it. It's kinda funny seeing her get all flustered for a change. For some reason, she starts squirming around. And now we're on Cara's route. I'm worried about my way. Summer commie ended and we went back home. A whole lot has happened since. Tears, laughter, anger, friendship, and even love. Even some action so hectic you'd expect Hollywood to be busting down my door with offers to make a movie out of it. Apparently. I say apparently because my memories of that time are so hazy that I can barely remember them. Which brings us to present time. As a result of everything that's happened, Cara and I are now dating. That was fast. This kind of feels like the final scene in a bad end or something. I mean, no offense, but I'm pretty sure I remember being close to getting with Maho or Kisu-senpai. Anything but that. I'd rather jump off the school roof than endure that hellish ending. Actually, I probably wouldn't, cause that it hurt like hell. Yeah. I find myself nodding in the face of Cara's energy. She sure can be overwhelming at times. Oh, just to buy some candy, see? I show her my shopping basket. Obviously, it'd be cheaper to buy candy at a supermarket or a drugstore, but whenever the season changes, you get all these limited edition flavors popping up in convenience stores, so I came here to try out all the new stuff. Oh, no way, I could never eat this much. I bought it to share with my family. I was shoving candy into my basket, feeling a little generous, when I bumped into Cara. I guess seeing me here alone was what gave her the impression that I was buying it all for me. Something wrong? The sudden drop in her voice makes me worried, but it perks back up the moment I question her. What's going on? There's obviously something she's not telling me. Hey, wait! She leaves me with that cheery comment as she rushes out of the store without giving me the time to stop her. Wait, she didn't even buy anything. I feel like you don't come here unless you have something to buy, but all she did was talk to me. Maybe what she wanted was sold out or out of stock, or maybe it was something she didn't want me to see her buying. But what? You don't buy underwear in a place like this? Maybe some manga for young girls or something? Nah, I don't feel like she'd be embarrassed to buy those. She'd probably even tell me about it and ask me to read it too. So then, what could it be? As I'm racking my brain, a sudden thought comes to mind. Condoms. No. There's just no way. We haven't even had our first date yet, let alone kissed. She wouldn't come here to buy condoms. But honestly, the more I consider Cara's personality, I can't think of anything besides condoms that she'd be embarrassed to buy around me. Assuming that would mean, well, not that it can be, but what if it is? Condoms have a pretty long shelf life though, and they're not all that expensive. Maybe it's better for a guy to have these in advance? I make sure the person working the register is a man, then hide a box of condoms amidst my candy mountain and hurry over. Have a good one, dude. I swear the youngish looking dude grins as he hands me my bag. I pretend not to notice and scurry out of there with my bag as fast as I can. Man, fuck that dude. He put the condoms right at the bottom of the bag. I rummage through my shopping bag to find the box and shove them in my pocket before heading home. All I can think about is tomorrow's date. Given Cara's obsession with historical periods, I thought she'd be saving herself for marriage, so this, quite frankly, hit me all by surprise. Is she actually gonna want to fuck on the first date? What do I do if she tries to make a move on me? So naturally I wanna get my dick wet if the opportunity arises, but maybe flashing a wide-toothed grin and telling her I wanna save it for marriage would be the more gentlemanly thing to do? Come on, why am I even considering this stuff? I have no proof she was trying to buy condoms. The hot summer sun blazes down on the asphalt as my train of thought spins in circles. Well, either way, I'm excited to see what tomorrow's date brings. The next day. There's only one thing harder than deciding on a meeting place in a boring backwater town like ours. Deciding on something to do on a date. Maybe we could chat somewhere over a meal first. Cara's biggest love is history. She also likes cosplay, but she seems to enjoy making outfits for others more than dressing up herself. It's honestly a shame she doesn't cosplay more often. With how cute she is now, I wonder if I can maybe get her to do it? Maybe we could go to a craft store then? I've never been to one before though, so I know nothing about them. A bookstore would be a much safer bet. And as I'm standing there trying to plan ahead for today's date, a horse's neigh resounds through the shopping district. What? What was that? Goodness, was that a horse just now? Probably some dumbass with his TV on full blast. All the loud chatter I hear around me means I didn't just mishear. What's going on? I mean, sure, we are in a pretty small town, but we are a coastal town, so there are next to no farms. I hear another neigh, this time accompanied by the sound of hoofs. It's a sound I've only ever heard on TV before, and it's getting closer. Until a massive black horse like something out of a medieval European drama appears. And riding it is a suit of armor. A horse riding suit of armor has shown up in the middle of our quite rural town. The helmet covering their head means I can't even see their face. What the? Yeah! What the heavens is going on? Are they shooting a movie? The crowd starts screaming and panicking. Part of me hopes I'm only dreaming. If it weren't for the horse's warm breath tickling my face, I would have fled as fast as my legs could carry me. The suit of armor dismounts the horse and comes over to me, but my body is frozen in fear. Eek! Dull metallic clunks ring out as she walks toward me. I almost piss my pants. She? My life flashes before my eyes, but amidst all those memories, I don't recall anyone hating me so much they'd want to kill me. Especially not someone who'd wear a suit of armor. Oh, it's Cara. Huh? Did that suit of armor just say Senpai? Cara? I almost collapse to my knees when I hear that familiar voice come out of the helmet. Fuck! I was scared for my goddamn life there. Why are you wearing that? War? Okay, so what's with the horse? She pets the side of the neighing horse. You seem pretty friendly with him. Right. So what about the armor? Where did it come from? Wait, what? Are you freaking kidding me? I take another hard look at the armor, and yeah, it looks totally professional. How did she make this? How? Right. Even if she didn't make it from scratch, you'd never know from looking that it's a real antique. She's a pretty damn good craftsman, as it turns out. Huh? Where? And you're gonna go there dressed like that? Eventually, I get Cara to give up on the horse riding date thing once she realizes that we can't both fit on the saddle. We return the horse, named Shadow Fox for what it's worth, to the university and decide to leave the suit of armor in our club room for now. But little did we know that suit of armor would sit in the club room until the end of summer break. And not long after, Nanaru would start spreading rumors about how the club room is haunted by an evil suit of armor, but that's a story for another day. Anyway, back to the date. We decide to head to a diner to grab something to eat. Phew, I'm starving. Taking the horse back to the uni, dropping the armor off in the club room, and finally walking over to the diner has really worked up an appetite. The burger patty sounds good, but so does the steak. Gratin, curry. I get hungrier with every item I view on the menu. I'd eat just about anything right now. Cara's sitting across from me, staring down the menu herself. The outfit she's wearing is pretty cute, but the armor left me so dumbstruck that I haven't been able to comment on her appearance since. Have you decided what you're going to eat? Nothing wrong with that. You don't gotta apologize. I don't understand why she'd feel so bad about that. Her mouth scrunches into a frown as she flips back and forth through the menu. It looks less like she's deciding between a ton of things she all wants to eat, and more so she's just looking for something she'd not hate. Nothing you like on the menu, Cara? We can just go somewhere else if you... Oh, okay. I get halfway out of my seat before she embarrassingly asks me to sit down.
食べたいものがないということではなく、むしろ逆で食べたいものが多すぎて困るのでごじゃる。
Hmm? Oh, if you're worried about prices, don't worry. It's our first date, so I'll pay.
先輩の気持ちは嬉しいのでごじゃるが、気になるのはそのお金ではなく。
What's the problem? She starts mumbling, seemingly embarrassed.
そのカロリーが気になるのでごじゃる。
Oh, that? I glance over the menu once more. They list the calorie count of every item beneath the sample picture.
食べたいと思ったメニューがだいたいみんなカロリーが高くて、でもローカロリーのメニューはどうも食種が伸びず。
Tickle your panty? I think you mean fancy. I would hope nobody feels a tickling sensation on their panties from looking at a restaurant menu.
これも美味しそうだけどカロリーがこっちも。
Here, why don't we split something? Well, it'd lower the calorie count in half for you, that was my thought. But, that would also give us less to eat. Maybe we could pair it with a salad or something else low in calories. How does that sound?
良いのでごじゃるか？カラの食べたいものを選んでも。
Of course not. So, what do you want?
では、このチョコクレープを先輩と半分こしたいのでごじゃるか。
Much to my surprise, she timidly points to a dessert item. Sure, but we need a meal before dessert.
しかしながらカロリーが。
We can just do something healthy. You gotta have something cause it's not healthy to skip meals.
おお、先輩は物知りでごじゃるな。ではカラ、このサラダうどんセットにするでごじゃる。
Cool. I think I'll go with this zaru soba. Excuse me, ma'am, we are ready to order. Coming! Since Cara is avoiding the high-calorie meals, I can't just go and eat one of those in front of her. Which is why I decide to order something low in calories too. Our food is made quickly and soon brought out to us.
サラダうどん美味しいでごじゃる。新発見。
Great to hear you like it. Given how hungry we are, we make short work of our respective dishes. Honestly, I'm still kinda hungry. Here's your chocolate crepe. The crepe placed upon our table is fancifully covered in ice cream and chocolate brownie. It's straight up a work of art. It looks delicious, but also exceedingly high in calories. Would you like a second plate? Yes, please. Please enjoy. Her eyes remain rooted to the crepe as the waitress walks away. She must have been really looking forward to this. Cara, would you mind splitting it in half for me? She takes her knife and fork and quickly splits the crepe in half before moving one half onto my plate. She also evenly divides up the ice cream and chocolate brownie to the point where you would have thought this came as two smaller dishes to begin with. She happily hands over my plate. Seeing that smile makes me glad that I suggested we split the dessert. Thanks, Cara.
お礼を言うのはこっちでござる。いただきます。最高でござる。
Oh, nom nom. I watch her stuffing her face with crepe as I cut a piece of my own with my spoon. Honestly, it tastes pretty average. The crepe is probably a frozen one, and the ice cream isn't great. The chocolate brownies are a little too sweet. But none of that matters.
先輩と半分こするとさらに美味しいでござる。
Yeah, it's great. I don't think I've ever had a crab like this. She's grinning from ear to ear as she eats her half of the crab. Really, it hasn't been all that long since Cara and I started dating, so the reality of it hadn't sunk in yet. Until just now, that is.
先輩、カラ、とても幸せでござる。
Now I could even declare to the world how much I love her. That's just how captivating her smile is. Stomachs full, we then move on to an anime shop. I mean, the bookstore next door.
カラ、欲しい本があるのでござる。
After saying that, she marches over to pick up a book. A magazine on models?
模型の技術はコスプレや小物作りにすごく役に立つのでござる。鎧のリペイントも模型の塗装を参考にしたでござる。
So cosplay isn't just about the clothes. I see.
そうなのでござる。コスプレは調べれば調べるほど奥が深い。コスプレは複合芸術と呼んでも過言ではないと思うのでござる。
Man, I tried making a plastic model ages ago, but I gave up. Painting with that small brush was too fiddly.
カラースプレーを使うと楽々でござる。今はいろんな色がいっぱいあるので選ぶのに楽しいでござる。
Huh, that's neat. In the middle of our conversation, I'm suddenly reminded of what happened back in the diner. So I was wondering, why were you so worried about calorie counts back at the diner? You've never been like that before.
それはその
She goes red in the face as she looks at me.
実は最近ちょっと涼しくなってきたので食欲が戻ってきてるのでござる。でも先輩のお顔を見ていると前に先輩に言ってもらった言葉を思い出すのでござる。
What was that? I ask, puzzled. Cara nods and elaborates.
夏バテで痩せて今の体型になった時先輩が可愛いって言ってくれてからとても嬉しかったのでござる。
Did I say that? Damn, I really don't remember.
食欲がなくなるのは体調が悪いか恋をした時だと時代劇のご家老様も言っていたでござる。それにカラの中に住むお殿様がこの感情は恋か恋だな間違いない恋は戦じゃ備え計れよ突撃じゃと。
What are you, some sort of new type that can hear voices from space? Ah, a Gundam reference. This inner feudal lord of hers seems like a wild guy, probably the kind to charge down the coast atop a white horse, actually. Also probably the kind that you would find busting into the villain's estate. However, the moment she tells me the truth, I realize why she was so worried about what she got to eat at the diner. But what's more, I also realize why she left the convenience store without buying anything yesterday. She was probably gonna buy a snack, only to bump into me, and the feudal lord inside her started raising that alarm. He probably said something like, "Do not buy that candy, lest you want to get fat," I imagine. I don't think you need to be that worried about it personally. Sure, she looks far cuter now than she did before, there's no arguing with that. But if stressing out about calories is making her unhappy, then I don't care if she puts on a few pounds.
しかしながら
She seems reluctant to agree. I feel a tug on my sleeve as she looks up at me peevishly.
せっかく先輩と恋仲になれたのでござるし先輩にもっと可愛いと思ってほしいので。
Cara. The sight of her doing all this just to make me, her boyfriend, love her strikes me like a bullet through the heart. How can such an adorable girl exist? I want to pick her up and throw her on my bed right now. I appreciate the sentiment, but it's not good for you to starve yourself.
それは分かってるでごじゃる。それに先輩と会えないときは寂しくてつい食べ過ぎてしまうこともあって、最近ちょっと体調が戻ってきたような気がするでごじゃる。
Her shoulders slump dejectedly. I can't see much of a difference, personally, but I guess the scales don't lie. You don't have to worry.
なので先輩にカラの体見てほしいでごじゃる。
Huh?
やっぱり太ったカラの体は見にくいから見たくないでごじゃるか？
No, of course not. I just don't know where. I suddenly remember the condom I have hidden in my wallet. Little did she know I actually looked up nearby love hotels. You sure about this, Cara?
先輩になら見てほしいでごじゃる。
Alright. She gives me a bashful nod, to which I take her hand and head toward the hotel. You see this all the time on TV. A guy stopping in front of a love hotel and asking the girl, "Wanna stop by here for a minute?" Of course, what he's really asking is, "Wanna fuck?" But you can't just say that to a girl. They'd never say yes, and it's far too embarrassing. And now it's our turn. We're just going here so I can see her body, though nothing more. But it never stops there, at least not in those shows. I sure hope real life works the same way. Please, God. Hard to say I'm going in here with the purest of intentions, I know. But I got a dirty mind, and I'm not gonna lie. Cara Route 2, horse riding at the Love Hole. Bam! How did this happen? Let me just go over the facts. I paid 4,000 yen for 90 minutes in this hotel room, and the moment I walked in, Cara pushed me onto the bed.
さあ、先輩のすべてを見せてほしいでごじゃる。
She starts undressing me with glee. Everything's all reversed. I thought you wanted me to see you.
そんなの建前に決まってるでごじゃる。
You what?
先輩は日本人なのに本音と建前の区別もつかないのでごじゃるか？
No, this is all wrong. Wait. She exposes my cock to the air, paying no attention to my complaints. Alright, I probably should make a cut here, so I'll see you in a second. Cara Route 3, playing evil magistrates. A lot's happened since that day we lost our virginities, but our relationship has been going swimmingly. Summer vacation is now over and we are back at school. Hold, evildoer! Thy crimes shall never go unpunished so long as I exist in this land. Even now that school started back up, Cara and I are still watching historical dramas together.
何度見ても将軍様は最高にかっこいいでごじゃる。
Same, I totally get why everyone calls him a proper Japanese hero. I never cared much for historical dramas before, but now that I've started watching them, I've come to realize they're quite interesting. Every character is either a good guy or a baddie, and they all have obvious distinguishing characteristics, so you can tell who's who at a glance. You know, I think I underestimated how good historical dramas can be.
先輩が同じものを好きになってくれて嬉しいでごじゃる。
At first I only ever watched them with Cara, but now I'm so hooked that I often stay up late into the night watching them by myself. Cara and I have been the last ones to leave the club room every evening for the past week. It seems all our friends are being considerate and giving us some time alone. The only exception being Kisu-senpai, who often has to be dragged out of the room by Nanaru and Suzu. Many thanks, sisters. You sure do have a big collection of this stuff on tape, though.
この国の録画機器は高性能なので録画も簡単でごじゃる。技術革命万歳！
I was more talking about how you've diligently recorded each and every episode, never missing a beat. Imagining her recording and cutting together all these episodes of her favorite shows gives me a warm, fuzzy feeling. I'd love to just stay here watching these dramas with her forever, but no can do. Phew, it's getting pretty late. We better finish up here and head home.
Hi, Deku-chan.
We both look back at the screen with somber faces. Townsgirl. Kya, please, do not do this to me. Gehehehe, do not lie to me, lass. I know that you like this. Oh no! A girl from a rural village is being assailed by an evil magistrate. It's the classic trope of him untying her obi. You know, these scenes always get you scared, but the bad guy always gets stopped part way. The hero will soon come charging in and save the damsel. Part of me is glad that she gets saved, but at the same time.
先輩もやってみたいでござるか?
Hmm? Surprised, I turn to face Cara.
先輩はあれというのをやってみたいでござるか?
Haha, sure, why not?
じゃあやってみるでござるか?
Alright. Gehehehe, do not lie to me, lass. I know that you like this.
悪大官先輩に手込みにされてしござる.
All the historical dramas we've been watching allow us to play our parts perfectly. Haha, you cannot run from me. It evolves into a game of tag, with me chasing Cara around the table. Just as I'm running out of breath, I manage to grab hold of the edge of Cara's skirt. I've got you now.
捕まっちゃったでござる.
Whoa! Cara suddenly stops, but I can't stop in time and slam into her. I end up shoving her to the floor. Are you okay? I reflexively lean in out of concern, only to stiffen up when I realize how close we are.
先輩
She stares back at me, cheeks flushed and eyes cloudy.
捕まっちゃった町娘はどうなっちゃうでござるか?
I'm gonna rape her. I'm coming for ya, Cara.
お代官様おからは
You're keeping the act up? And did she have to call it a sausage? I'm never gonna be able to eat a sausage again. I allot my sausage, my cock up against her pussy and begin to force it open. And here comes another cut. I'll see you in a second. Well, we better get out of here now. We've done what we needed to, so there's no point sticking around. Cara looks puzzled as she pats and pinches her hips. Something wrong, Cara? It doesn't hurt, does it?
書ではないのでござるが、あれだけ激しく運動したので、結構痩せたかと思ったのでござるが、そうでもないみたいでござる。とほほ。
Well, we only did it once. I have heard that sex is an efficient method of burning calories, though.
じゃあ、これから毎日続ければ痩せるでござるか。
Well, maybe.
だったら毎日するでござる。朝昼晩就寝前夜打ち朝かけでござる。
That sounds like a toothbrushing schedule to me. What the hell?
先輩はしたくないでござるか?
No, I do. Honestly, I do, but not to keep on the idea of doing it as part of a diet.
そうなんでござるか? エッチはしたいんだけど、直接言うのははばかられるので、痩せるためという口実を設けるという大和なでしこ的なつつましさでござったのに。
How am I supposed to get that? Just be open with me.
本当でござるか? からのこと、またのゆるいパツキンなーんとか思ったりしないでござるか?
No, never. Especially not the blonde bimbo thought bit. What is a thought anyway? I don't care what you look like or what nationality you are. I just, well, love you for being you, you know.
先輩シャイな日本ダンスとは思えないストレートの物言いもしや先輩は外国人
What intonation? Romance between two people from different cultures can be tough, but I think me and Cara are gonna be able to manage just fine.
先輩カラも大好きでござるどうもしぴゃみにもじむしてるだ
What? What? What language even was that? You were speaking Spanish just a moment ago. Well, hopefully.
駆け出して見上げた青い空に透きてこぼれた気づいているかな君は
Cara Route 5. Senpai's wife. Cara has continued to go to great lengths to maintain her stunning figure. I help out, but not with much really. She strives to do as much as she can by herself, watching what she eats, doing exercise, etc. As a result, she manages to keep her weight hovering within a several kilo range all throughout fall and winter.
人のコスプレ衣装は完璧なものを作りたくなるでごじゃるが自分が着るとなるとこの程度でいいかなーって気になってしまうでごじゃる
You can do it!
先輩に応援されるとやる気がもりもり湧いてくるでごじゃるチクチクチクチク
She started work on a cosplay outfit for herself to wear. Cara, how's this looking?
この橋はもうちょっと詰めた方がいいと思うのでごじゃる
Oh, okay. I'll start over.
先輩失敗は成功のもとでごじゃるぞ
We have a historical drama DVD running in the background as I try to master the difficult art of sewing. If I were alone, I doubt I would have lasted more than a few minutes, but seeing Cara putting in so much effort, I find myself getting just as motivated. She and I are working on cosplay outfits based on an assassin couple from this historical anime. We are making a white woman's kimono and a formal black man's kimono. Man, this is some good fabric.
せっかく先輩もコスプレしてくれるとのことなので奮発したのでござる。
That's right, she has managed to talk me into cosplaying with her. Man, I just wanted to see my adorable girlfriend in a cute outfit. How did it end up this way? What F? As long as she's enjoying herself, I am too. Still, using materials this good makes it feel like we are making full-blown wedding outfits, not just cosplay. The whole formal white and black combo we've got going on here, combined with the lack of decoration attached to the clothes, means they wouldn't look out of place on a bride and groom. Nerds like us might think they look cool, but any normal person would be totally weirded out.
先輩、カーラと結婚してくれるでござるか？
Huh?
やったー！カツラも準備するでござる。
No, we really don't. Hey, hold up, are you telling me I gotta have a top knot when I get married?
先輩のお嫁様でござる。
While I panic, Cara seems to get even more motivated about finishing her costume. I wish she'd at least try and listen to me. I swear. I watch her smiling face for a bit before getting back to work myself. I reckon these white clothes are gonna look banging against Cara's brown skin. I dream fondly of a newly wed life with my bride from a foreign land as I continue to sew. Well, and that's it. We finished Cara's route,
朝プロジェクト。
and that also means
好きと好きとで三角恋愛。
we finally completed Sankaku Ren'ai, Love Triangle Trouble. Thanks so much for watching, everyone, and have a nice day. Bye bye!